I missed the deadline on the 0. Sorry, we need to start now. And there we go. Hey everyone, and welcome. Oh, why is the music off? Or maybe keep it a little quieter. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Kind of strange internet today. There's a little bit of an issue with the chat and some pages. The comment picker page is not working. So I tried to load. Oh, now it's working after telling me that the page couldn't be reached. But seems some stuff in the worldwide interwebs is down. It just looks like some stuff is not available. Like the restream chat that I usually use to chat with Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But the cool thing is I already took the time to look for another page that we can link to Facebook, and I did that already. Random comment picker. This is what it looks. Well, you can't see it right now because I don't share my screen at the moment, but you can see it in the picture because you see the screens that I see. Crazy. Anyway, so we have another option where we can do a giveaway today. Hey Potro, nice to see you. Nice for you all to hang out and say hi. It's kind of YouTubeception here. Camera films me looking at me, how the camera has filmed me. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, let's switch the screen here so we have some better view on what's going on. So yeah, we take a look at Silence and Other Sounds MALEVENTUM DOS today, which has been released a while ago, but that's still on intro sale till I think April 30th. So for the next week, let me switch here. Yes, there we go. Now we can see what's going on the screen. And we are talking about this baby today. MALEVENTUM 2 has been released. I just post the link for you guys in the chat as well. So there you go. Hey Skinsigan. Hey Ragnar. So oh, the downside is on the YouTube chat, I'm missing out on the Twitch comments. So let me just try to check again if that works now or not. At least I can. I think at least I can see all the other posts there. So yeah, MALEVENTUM 2. It's on intro sale for what is it? $39 instead of $59 regular pricing. Again, I think it's till April 30th, and we did a stream on MALEVENTUM 1 not so long ago, which was all about ancient historic horns and stuff like that. So that was a great library, and they did a new one, which is not an expansion, but an entirely new library. And comes in at a whopping close to 5 gigabytes. And I gotta tell you, when you get the library and download it, make sure to actually read the download instructions, because just before the so that's where you can see that I do true hands-on streams, because I haven't really played with the library yet. So we kind of check it out first time together. But I loaded it up before the stream to just check everything is working, and I realized, damn, I missed half of the sample content. And I had to head back to the page and download another 2.5 gigabytes because I missed the second entry there. So it's 2 parts, 2.5 gigabyte parts that you need to download. So make sure to grab everything, otherwise you look into some missing samples like I did like 15 minutes before the stream. Thank God I have a proper internet connection, so I could download the 2.5 gigs. Now everything is sorted and running, so let's jump straight in and find out. There we go. So it is Silence and Other Sounds, MALEVENTUM 2. These are the included instruments. So we have designed phrases, designed sound effects, original phrases, original sound effects, and legato instruments. So let's just load the first patch and see what it looks like. Or even better, sounds like. I mean, just to be fair and give their proper credit, what is the library about? So it's arcane flutes of Native America. Contact library inspired by ethnic flutes from ancient Native American pre-Hispanic cultures. Following the popularity acclaimed MALEVENTUM 1 based on Viking war horns, we've collaborated with Nomadic Ceramica, a collective of musicians and instrument makers from Argentina, committed to faithfully reproduce flutes from the Aztec, Maya, and Inca civilization of over 3,000 years ago. So, old flutes, you can say. That's what we have at hand. And that's what we're gonna take a look at. Hey, Michael. Hey, Camille. Did I forget anyone? Oh, no, I need to log in again. Okay. Just trying the chat here. See if it's finally working. Oh, damn. Select all parking meters. Are these all? Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like it. That were all parking meters. So, back to topic. So again, they have their instrument built that it is MPE compatible. So if you have a Rolly keyboard or stuff like that, multi-polyphonic expression. What is MPE? I forgot it again. MPE compatible. So MPE is an acronym of MIDI polyphonic expression. There we go. Specific MIDI technology which enables multi-dimensional instruments, for example, Rolly keyboard or Harkin Continuum, to independently control multiple sound shaping parameters for each individual note. So you can like put a filter on one note and don't have it on the other. It's like polyphonic aftertouch or something like that. So since I do not have an MPE compatible device, I cannot really showcase that. I just want you guys to know that that is included, and that kind of expands the possibilities of this library. But you can still use it with a regular MIDI keyboard and do all nifty little things with it. So, hey Ember Eyes, nice to see you. And that means we take a look at the interface and play it with a regular MIDI keyboard. So let me just make sure that you see the screen properly. So that's it's actually not the first instrument, that's the first instrument. So as you can hear, it's like these beautifully ancient flute sound effects. That is so great if you're going to score like Survivor or anything survival type shows, Bear Grylls or something like that. These sounds will be so handy. Kind of like that, and you immediately have a nice vibe going for that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at the interface a little closer. So you have some possibilities to do more with the individual samples. Just so you know, playing one sample after the other kind of relates to the key that you're playing. So if you play a D, you kind of get a sample that also sounds like it or is a D. Obviously with these phrases with a lot of ornaments around. So it's kind of tonal. And if you find a specific sample that you really like and say, this is gorgeous, I need that. But I don't need that in G, I need that in E. Then you have this little extend button here, which puts that specific sample on the whole keyboard range. The only downside is that it is not time stretched, so the sample length changes based on whether you go down or up from the original note. So the original note was G. So if you go an octave down, you have it twice as long, which can be a great effect. But sometimes it will be cool to have the same length of the sample in a different key. But that would be Time Machine Pro mode. Maybe that's something for a future update. I don't know. So, and if you go back and unclick that extend button, then you're back to the sample selection set. So for example, that one was really cool, and we say we need that an octave lower. That alone, in my opinion, instantly expands the usability range a ton. So it's not like just firing up one-shot samples, but you can really match it into your composition. Good evening, Dennis. Then the other option here is that so-called loop, which loops a certain section of the sound to give you like sustained instruments. That works sometimes better, sometimes not as good, depending on the phrases that you use it with. In this specific example, it actually works quite well. And that is also per sample, by the way. Obviously here you can hear the loop point, but you can also, can you change? Yeah, you can change the loop points. So just so you know, that function exists. Design phrases were Flute of the Mountain. Then we have, there is this texture thingy going on. Let me quickly mute the sample, and then we hear the texture only. Well, not yet. So you can layer that with the samples. You can move the texture an octave down or up. It took me a while to figure that out, so I clicked on plus and minus for a while, but you actually need to drag this little blue light bulb or LED. So when you drag that, then it works. And now the text is an octave lower, or you can put it into very mean, high-pitched sounds. And how can the loop points be eliminated? Just by unclicking loop. So when you have a sound and set it to loop, and by just unselecting it, deselecting it, you get rid of the loop points. So, and then let's take a listen to some of the other textures that are here. Honestly, I think also the texture, I would love to have an instrument just with the textures alone. I think there's some great stuff in there. For layering and for feel, you know, get that jungle vibe. Hey Demon, I cannot, how do you say? I can neither deny nor confirm. So you can And these textures follow the key that you're playing, so it always works at least with the key of the sample. It's kind of a neat idea to have these. But let's switch that off for now. So that's the main page, giving you the tuning controls. You have a global tuning where you can pitch the whole sample set at once if you intend to do so. And then you go into the edit page. So let's choose one sample here. Let's take this one. So we go to the edit page. You can obviously have the attack and release controls. So you can fade it in a little softer. You have the release. So, and I don't know what this is referring to. Maybe this is for the texture. Let me quickly check that. Yeah, okay. These controls are for the texture layer. Understood. Turn that off again and bring that back up. Library sounds awesome. Yeah, I saw the teaser trailer. It sounds very, very good indeed. So you have your filter controls. So obviously this is for the instrument and this is for the texture layer. So left side instrument, right side texture layer. So you can automate the filter with an LFO. I love to have that on the mod wheel from the get-go. So there's that filter and attack and release controls. The map page, I stumbled upon that on the last MALEVENTUM stream as well. This is pretty much only really of use when you do have an MIDI polyphonic expression device like the Roly Seaboard, where you can map different controls to different settings. I will not go into excruciating detail on this one because I just don't have such a device around here. So don't have a Roly Seaboard yet. So maybe at some point later. And if you are interested more in that stuff and want to know how that works, I suggest to have a look into the manual. Classic RTFM. And then we have an effects page, which is pretty much oh. Nice IRs. Violetti coffee. Whatever that actually means. Yeah, thanks for the heads up with the stream title on Twitch. I was aware of that. The problem is that the restream page was down. I had to manually adjust the stream title on YouTube. And for whatever reason on Twitch, it didn't really seem to work. So does it still say night session, or I haven't even checked. I don't want to sign up. I want to log in. But it seems Restream is... No, it's still not back. Twitch.tv. No, not Alex. Come on. I want to have my own channel. So I am live. Oh, that's bad. It still says Hands On UVI Quadra. MALEVENTUM 2. Sorry for that. Yeah, as I said, Restream was a little bit of a BITCH today and is not really working. Same as Comment Picker. Talking about which, Comment Picker, I haven't mentioned yet, or have I? That Silence and Other Sound were so kind to provide us for tonight with a giveaway copy of the library. So all you gotta do is head over to good old trusty Facebook and leave a comment, to be precise, here. Demon, if you refresh the Twitch page, it should now say MALEVENTUM 2. Sorry for that, and thanks for the heads up. So there's the Facebook post. And as I mentioned, the page that we usually use, Comment Picker, seems to be down or not working. There is some kind of strange internet stuff happening. Half of it goes and works, and the other half doesn't. Anyway, I found another page where we can check the winner, and so I'm going to use this today. So head over to the Facebook post, leave a comment. It doesn't matter how often you do, you will be only counted once. And from there we go. So back to topic. So that is the IR page. So that was the Flute of the Mountain. Let's listen to some of the other elements that we have. Forest Ritual Flute. I love the sound of these things. Okay. Then we have wailings. Demon, I don't think that there's much similarity between this and Dark Era. I think the approach is different. Dark Era features heavily legato and solo instruments with a lot of articulations and has some sound effects and phrasings, while this is more focused on the phrases and also more on the sound design elements, so you can tweak and push it. But I mean, Dark Era has flutes, old flutes, and this one has old flutes, but Dark Era is more European Northern, while this is more focused on pre-Hispanic. So it sounds more Native American, or Native South American, rather. It sounds way more jungly than Dark Era. Very cool stuff in there. So then we have the spiritual flute. Sometimes I don't really understand the keyboard selection, so... Why did I turn the global tuning down? What did I do? I broke it. Oh, I didn't break it. It is kind of intentional like that. Come on! That's a nice sound below that. I wonder if that expression thingy does something else. Okay, the chat just kicked me off again. Emberize, you missed the beginning. No, did you? Well, no, it's not only phrases. There's also some playable instruments, and you can also change these phrases to kind of every key and also extend them to be loopable instruments. So if you loop that, I mean, it's still a phrase. It's just a loop phrase then. But you can extend it and can play it at least in whatever key you like to play it in, given that it stretches or shortens or lengthens the sample a little bit. So, so we have screechers. So if you happen to score the next Godzilla versus Kong movie, just go all the way down here. Hey. I like that. And there was a little monkey in the end there. It sounds like a horse. That doesn't. Watch your speakers, guys and girls. By the way, what we didn't mention, you can also change the sample start, of course. This is really cool. I like that a lot. That can, yeah, horror trailer scoring, stuff like that. That can come in really handy. Maybe change the attack time a little on this one. And maybe also put a texture below that. Invisible birds. Birds. Yeah, so you can really create some nice soundscapes with that. Also by automating, for example, the volume going in and out of the sample, then having the texture running. Pretty cool. I like that. Scream creatures. Didn't we have the same? Oh, we have different scream creatures. Hey, Alan. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, we can likely look into one of these cues in the future. That's something we can do. Yeah, since Ella mentioned it, so next Friday I'm gonna be releasing my new EP, Skyglow. So check out your what's it called? Your what did I do here? Where's my woodwind? I messed up. I messed up badly. What did I do? Let me quickly disable and enable again. I kind of moved something around up here, and I don't know why it's now called Ethno Plucked. I think I just changed the contact instruments. No, I didn't. Oh, damn it. Get your shit together. So, gonna do this, and then we need to reload. Kind of messed this up. I apologize. So, MALEVENTUM 2, we were at number 6, the Screams and Creatures. Do you mean, yeah, I actually intend to write something smallish with it. Oh, now we get into didgeridoo and horn type territory. Organic Brahms stuff, as I like to call it. So spread that out to the keyboard. Put some black hole on top, a little bit of delay. That is some seriously great stuff. Back to other samples. What happens if we extend with a sample start? I apologize. That's fun. Tons of stuff that it can do with it. Oh wow, that an octave lower. And some black hole. Oh yeah. Love that. So horns and didgeridoo design sound effects. Good for some different Brahms sounds than your usual. Kaval is one of my favorite instruments when it comes to these jungly flute sound effects. There's also a great kaval in Strezov's Bulgarian Ethnic Orchestra. I mean, this is some stuff that you just cannot reproduce with multi-samples. You need that stuff as phrase-based instruments. But again, when you extend the range, like on this one, say I have a Q in C minor, I just play C then. Obviously, it's not tempo synced, and it's a little faster than the original tune. But usually with that kind of stuff, it doesn't really matter that you don't have that in time, because usually these phrases are not like bound to the beat or anything. You usually have that as kind of flavor in between to just produce a certain kind of vibe. Let's take this for example. So if we say we have a, I don't need my voiceover channel anymore. We can delete this. Let's say we put some strings down. Let's go here. Strings. What do we use? What do we use? What do we use? Let's go with arc2. Those strings. Okay, let's go with this. No loop. What tempo do we do? A little slower, maybe 82. Yeah, kind of like that. So let's record some string low notes. So, quantize, doesn't really need that, but anyway. And since we are lazy today, let's just put down a loopy, the loop stuff. Show high. Let's do some damage, I guess. Why do I not have my damage 2 loops in here? I am behind. Well, then we use damage. Organic, the original one. Damage 1. Haven't used that one in a while. That one's great already. First one, I love it. Okay, let's, again, feeling lazy today, so just do the quick and dirty way. In case you didn't know, and I want to do a dedicated stream on this in a little bit, I got me the Softtube console, which is an awesome piece of gear. I love it. So you got the like SSL console and can actually fiddly some hardware knobs to do your kind of stuff that you want to do. It's really, really cool, especially with these kind of stuff, with this kind of stuff like loops and things. So we can change that a little bit. If we were to change a loop and just use the kick and snare, for example, we don't want to do that here, but we can compress it a little. A little much bass. I just wanted to there's like it's a little bit annoying frequency in there. impressions also a little much. But yeah, I like that piece of kit. It's really, really cool. Mixed my album completely on the SSL console, or actually I do have the American one as well, the American Class A. That compressor is ultra beefy, I tell you. Really good stuff. How do I get rid of that? I'll cancel. There we go. So anyway, keeps no, nothing for the eyes on console. Okay. Now let's beef up the strings a little bit as well. Just want to use some drive on these to make them more beefy. Beefy muss mit. What? There we go. So, first vibe is going, and then we can just let's put some black hole on this. Actually, some more delay, less black hole. And I want to have that high-pitched sound on the one, so I need to start that a little before the groove. A little more. I am indeed German, that's true. We need also a kind of bang here. Oomph. What do we use? We need a boom, bang kind of stuff. Ferrum. Keep forest, ferrum. Why the actual F I don't have, by the way, I forgot I can just say bad swear words. Why the I don't have the percussion here? Ferrum, there we go. Ferrum, organic trailer percussion, metallic trailer hits, there we go. Quite a. I will have the playable ones. Germans are the kings of music. Well, Thomas Berg is Norwegian, so that doesn't fit the equation. I like that. And let's duplicate this guy because I listened to an instrument beforehand and I know what I want to use. There was this. Well, no, first let's use these like stabby. I like that one, but I need it in D, so I extend it. So I can play it in an octave. I totally hope for a German stream at some point. Why? Okay, now we need a little whoosh sound as well there in the beginning. I feel intimidated. Where do we find a whoosh sound? Give me a whoosh. Ideally a timed one, so we don't need to worry about the start point, which kind of brings me to gravity. Gravity has timed whooshes. Whooshes menu, there we go. And I can tweak the length. So I want to have that. Let's just do half a bar. Maybe just oh, everything on half a bar. Yep, that's the one. There we go. 2. And yes, you are correct. The drums are a little soft. So let's bring them up. Music Scientific, thanks so much. 30 people. Oh, wow. Thanks so much. I feel we can add something more jungly here. I just don't know why I didn't have damage 2 in my quick load library here. Let's quickly fix that. Heaviosity. Oh, I did, but not in the loops. Well, okay, the loop designer is badly placed. That one actually needs to go to loops and other heaviosity damage 2. That makes more sense. Okay, so that is fixed. So let's grab a loop from damage 2. There we go. Okay, what do we have? We need straight, we need organic cinematic. Let's go with the mid ones. Oh, I like that one. Let's put that on top. And it's a little off. I will quantize that afterwards. Okay. So quantize. I want to use console on this one as well. Honestly, I am so in love with this thing. It's just plain fun. Get rid of this. Loop this section and solo that guy. What? Loop 2. There we go. So I don't want low end on this. What did I do? Oh, come on. I know why. There we go. It was too long. So Studio One didn't really know what to do with it. Actually, let's use the other strip for this. So that's the American Class A. Because I dig the compressor on this one. Little less punch. That was before. That's after. And then we can also oh damn, since the raid there has been a bunch of comments and my chat is still not working. So let me try to follow up with what you guys are writing. Which means we can jump here. Just making sure I follow along. All the raiders, well, thanks so much for coming over and welcome to this little stream on checking out MALEVENTUM 2, in case you don't know what this is about. Yannick, did you try out sound variations, key switches in Studio One yet? Not really, because I rarely work with key switches, but some patches I do, and I still need to look into that. MRI's gotta head off, catch you later. Okay, cheers. See you soon. Amber, next Friday is LTYT number 4, just so you know. I mean, Dave, yes, trying out MALEVENTUM 2. Talking about which, since we have so many new guys here, there's a giveaway of the library, so you can win this by heading over to this post on Facebook and leaving a comment. So we are going to give that away at the end of the stream. And no, you didn't break any tools. It's kind of, it was messed up from the get-go. Seems like some pages, at least here from starting from Spain, don't really work. I should technically use the small screen before typing any passwords. Give me the traffic lights, of course. What? Select all squares with vehicles. Oh, now the chat seems to work. Test. Oh. But it's still not showing that it's sending to Twitch or YouTube or Discord. Anyway. Was it 0000? Yeah, of course. I did not switch from Cubase to Studio One. I still work in both platforms depending on the mood and what I want to do. But tending to work in Studio One more and more because I just like it very much. We missed the entry. Okay, that means we can copy this whole thing. Copy is your friend. If this is 4 bars, then we need to move it from 2 to 6. Take this. Okay, there's also something fishy going on. There we go. The low percussion is the hit, so we can keep that there as well. And the strings technically can just continue to the very end there. Maybe give it a little bit variation in the mod wheel department. Randomness is your friend. Okay, I need a second phrase here, something else. So just loading up the same instrument again, duplicating the instrument, I mean, and loading up another instrument. That's where we're. So let's check out. That's very loud there. And let's get rid of the sense for now. What do you think of EQ ear training websites? They exist? I don't know. I never tried one. Are they good ones? I don't know. Check something else. Let's start from the beginning again. Not from the beginning, but from the from the first instrument. I think the Flute of the Mountains had some nice. I like that one. Maybe a little less release, but therefore a little more reverb and delay. Maybe turn that a little bit to the right. Loud recorders. Okay, let's put that. That was a nice little, I mean, that was just random, but it worked really well at that position there. That reminds me of my custom instrument that I did, because not so long ago, I wrote some stuff where I exactly needed that type of sound. And I was scouting the internet for an instrument that I didn't find. So I recorded some stuff myself and did some, don't laugh at me. Well, actually, we need some effects there first. Yes. So, but funny enough, it works really good in context, especially when you put a little stuff on there. Compress the shit out of it. So, I mean, it's so easy. Just drink a lot of whiskey and do a recording session in the morning, and then kind of like that, just randomly putting stuff down there, you know. build quieter and put it in the back. And you sort it. We could also put that, there was this scream instrument. By the way, I should name that just so I know what is what. So these are the Cabal phrases. We haven't even checked all the other instruments. There's some stuff in there that we need to check out. For example, also some legato instruments. But let's quickly, that is Flute of the Mountain. Mountain flute. What happened? Was there... Oh, Andrew, thanks so much for following. Andrew, interesting question. I have no preference whatsoever because usually what I do is I stream to both platforms at the same time. And usually it works, but today there's something odd about the restream page that kind of splits the stuff into both platforms. And it does not really work. So right now I am writing on YouTube and I'm technically missing out on all this stuff that is happening on Twitch. But yeah, hey Stefano, nice to have you around. So yeah, I usually stream to both platforms. So I wanted to name the file. So these are the, let's call these didgeridoo Brahms. Ditch Brahm. So I am going to duplicate this guy because I want to use this like these scream effects. Maybe we'll find something nice in there. Let's check this out. They were 6 and 5. Bring that down. Ouch. I apologize. I like that one. The effect is a little much for my taste. There's no effect at all. So it seems also, by the way, I forgot to mention that some of the effects seem to be pre-baked into the samples. And you can only get rid of them by turning down the release. But it's fine. I mean, it still sounds great. So let's turn that down a little bit, give it a little bit of delay, and introduce the scream when we repeat this thing. I like that a lot. More than I should. By the way, it's Corona time. Hope you are all doing well out there. Cheers. Still not sponsored. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And then I can repeat the second half of these custom instruments here. I like that a lot. What we're going to do is check out some of the other instruments that we haven't checked yet. Namely, there are some legato instruments in the library as well. So let's check this out. Sound effects, silence and other sounds. We came, I think, yeah, that was the next one we should try. So we have the skull whistle. I mean, this is just the stuff that you cannot do with multi-samples. You need these as phrases. I think I said that before. I tend to repeat myself. Back in my childhood days, that was an old train coming along. Especially when you put it from left to right. Now we need that effect that it tunes down. Choo choo. I don't know why. They all sound like trains. Like a dying train. Yeah, it looks like the chat is kind of having a strange time in keeping up with the comments. So, again, I apologize. I just don't know. Something is wrong with the restream page today. So, the chat behaves like Internet Explorer today. So, like, everyone else is done. And then at the end, someone comes along and says, what are we going to do today? Display the chat. Death whistles. Just so you know, so if you leave this stream cursed today, don't blame it on me. Please get in touch with Silence and Other Sound directly. Oh. Nice stuff. That was one of the ones I was looking for. They have some nice didgeridoo phrasings in here. And since somebody mentioned that before, I mean, the Dark Era from Tarilonti has didgeridoo as well. This is like the steroid version. These samples have some real beef to them. I really like the grittiness in there. Technically, we could keep that running in the beginning. Actually, let's do that. I did like that, but why did it stop? Because of this. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think it was fine just to have it in the first. Oops. In the first place. I actually do like the vibe of this a lot. We could add something on top here. Stefano, come on, Viking mode. You only want me to use Daniela on top. But you're right. I like this one. Let's put that on top. So just we have some variation there when that whole thing repeats. Actually, let's repeat that hit there as well. Why do I not have that on the one? That makes it easier. So, and that is the point where we, so we have that scream there. Then we can just duplicate the whole thing again and turn down the overall energy, so to say, on the repetition. Keep the strings going here. So I don't want the Brahm here, and I don't want the, what was the second didgeridoo Brahm? That was the scream. Okay. Scream. So now when we duplicate this guy, which we don't know what that is, that was didgeridoo. Did I write scream? Thank you. So now let's check out some of the legato instruments. By the way, we have an Aztec war trumpet as well. Hey, silence and other sounds. You're missing an N in your YouTube name. But anyway, thanks for joining. So if you guys have any questions about the library, we have the developer in the chat. Everybody say yeah and welcome. Thanks for tuning in and being around. That is awesome. And let's go on, check out some more stuff. I like that a lot. There's a lot of stuff that I really, really like a lot. Oh, all right. So one thing I don't really understand is the play range of the legato instruments. It's like fully up north on the keyboard. Why would you do that? So you have like up here, this is the play range, the orange one. And you have a drone sound as well. It's a little low. Again, first time I tried the library, I clicked me a wolf. Ich habe mir einen Wolf geklickt to find out how to move that. Yeah, you gotta grab the LED and move it. There you go. The cool thing is that you still get round robins on the individual instruments. You cannot compare that to like a regular assembled legato flute in a classical realm, because you have still these ornaments. Actually, what makes these instruments sound ethnic is not the actual sampled notes, but the notes between the notes and the ornamentations and all that stuff. So you need to keep that to have a certain kind of vibe going. And if you don't have that, it just doesn't sound as good. The downside is that you don't have like a clean instrument like you would with a regular sampled woodwind instrument, for example. There was a lot of times using the word instrument. I don't like that solo instrument specifically at that point, so maybe we just try something else. That reminds me a lot of the sound of these Peruvian pan flute bands in top of the shopping center, or in front of the shopping center, playing for some bucks. I like that sound. Yeah. Benjamin, just tuning in. Yes, this is a phrase-based library, but there's some legato and playable instruments as well, and you can put the phrases pretty much into any key that you're working in. Thanks very much, El Condor Pasa. I was thinking of what the name of that melody was. I really like the Caval. That's pretty much my favorite. It's my favorite, one of my favorite ethnic woodwinds anyway, but I also like the way it is behaving here when you play it. So, I mean, the legato instruments are great to establish some kind of melody besides the phrases, which work great as single shots. I don't know why I did that, but you get the idea. I just wanted to kind of play something more melodic than we had before. And I had the Caval sting sitting on the one here still, so let's get rid of that. Let's put the didgeridoo in just on that part. And then we can turn it down a little. That came a little late. But I mean, we've been on it for, what, 20 minutes and already established kind of a really, really cool sounding cue in that vibe. I mean, it is, I wouldn't even say limited. It's just a very special tool that does very, very good, or that is very, very good at what it does. Will you write rock music with it? Likely not. But if you have a brief where you need that, either that historic sound, Aztec sound, writing for documentaries, I can see, especially these phrases, I can see them filling in nicely in any type of scoring, actually, where you just want to give it a little vibe. That is hard to come by unless you have a flute player yourself stored in your bedroom somewhere, or can play flutes yourself. That can happen as well. But if you don't, this is a great add-on for that specific thing, like having these flutes, especially these phrases, available for some instant moodification of a track. I like that Godzilla in there. And then, long last, just a final sting here. I mean, the melody is obviously the greatest ever written. That should have been here. So that is Caval Legato. Really, really good stuff. I like that a lot. Let me copy that link once more. So we are nearing our giveaway. Thanks to Silence and Other Sounds for providing a copy to give away today. And are the drums from MALEVENTUM 2? No, I was very lazy on the drums. I just used 2 loops from Damage, 1 and 2. So that was a very straightforward job coming up with the drums today. So we can just mute everything else. So we have MALEVENTUM 2 only. These are the sounds that are from the library. Obviously, there's a little break. You get the idea. I mean, I just used some other instruments to spice it up a little and to come up with a little cue. And I do like it a lot. Let's finalize this thing here. Just make it credible to send it off to a publisher and be the next greatest thing on America's Next Top Model or something, or on cooking shows. Who knows? I can see Gordon Ramsay cooking to that. And if you need a quick and dirty job, Waves LL3 saves the day. Out ceiling 3, put it down 5, done. more. But that should be enough to at least get an idea of what this library can do and what it sounds like. I dig it a lot, I have to admit. Given that you need to write something in that realm and need these type of sounds, this is right now the best thing that I have at my disposal for that type of stuff. Someone asked before, closest thing to that would be, I think, yeah, Eduardo Tarilonte's Dark Era has a lot of sounds that are similar, but again, this is Dark Era is more Northern European Viking type of stuff. This is more influenced by pre-Hispanic and South American influences, Incas, Aztecs. I still have no idea how to pronounce that correctly. And so yeah, I dig it a lot. It sounds great, and especially when you think about the fact that it's on Enterprise for $39, which is a steal for these cool and great sounds. So check it out on the website, silenceandothersounds.com. I put the link in the chat, and also putting down the link once more last time for the giveaway today. So head over to Facebook, leave a comment on this Facebook post where we will quickly draw a random winner who can call this thing their own after the stream. So last chance to get over there and put your comment down. Let me quickly check if the other random comment picker is working again. Commentpicker.com, because that didn't work, so I had to look for an alternative. And it still seems down, kind of. But I found this one. So again, let's go from the start here. So I just chose a different thing to select the comments today. So we go to Composing Tutorials Online. That is the chat. Maleventus 2. Next. Oh, you don't see a thing, right? So maybe let's do it like this. It will be one winner. We don't need a hashtag. We don't need a mention. Just one comment. Next. Okay. So when you guys are ready, we can draw the winner for today. We need music. Maestro, music, please. Thank you. I mean, it could also, well, it would be better to play the Maleventum track while we choose a winner today. What do you guys think? So, hey Mac, good evening. That was a track from today. Nice. Turn it down a little. Put it on repeat. Like here. So. And now we can see who's gonna win. We can also check how many comments do we have. I have no idea. Usually on Comment Picker I can find out 70 comments. We are looking at 70 comments. One of you 70 will be the lucky boy or girl. So I feel we should start and don't waste any more time. So you guys ready? Let's roll. One winner thanks to Silence and Other Sound. If you don't win, head over to the website. It's $39 intro price till April 30th. You can then get, afterwards it will turn to 59. So you guys ready? Let's roll. 3, 2, 1, go. Who will be the winner? That's it? Oh, there we go. Andreas Wöckinger. Congratulations. I will get in touch with you on Facebook. Don't need, well, I don't like the page. I want to have my comment picker back, but seems it's a little bit off the grid right now. Anyway, Andreas, congratulations on winning this library. I don't know if you're writing anything or if we are still streaming, because I don't see any comments rolling in or anyone saying anything. So I hope we are still live. Thanks so much for tuning in today and checking out with me this neat little library by Silence and Other Sounds. I hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you soon. So it looks like there are... Okay, now there are comments coming in. Yeah. So, congrats again, Andreas. I will get in touch with you on Facebook. We have a bunch of streams lined up in the next time. There's a bunch of new libraries that I need to share with you and show you. Next big thing is coming Friday, so not tomorrow, next week Friday, April 30th. First of all, it's the release of my new EP called Skyglow. I'm very happy with how that turned out. It's a little different thing. It's not orchestral. I'm trying to tap my feet into ambient, cinematic, post-rock type of stuff. Had a lot of fun recording all my guitars in a bunch of different ways and getting out my old trusty EBow. And I finally managed to die out the battery by leaving this thing on overnight. Thought I'd never do that, but it happened. So yeah, Skyglow is coming out. If you want to see it, let me quickly share that so you can see it, because I did a little preview video of the upcoming single. In case you haven't seen it, I would love to share it. So, where are we? We need to go back here, and then we need to go here. So check this out without the... Oh, and it's gone. Believe me, that track goes on a little while longer. Actually, it was the first time I used some musicians on Fiverr. So I got some drums recorded. I had my trusty Vezislava to record some cello, who also did cello on the Elements album. She did a great job. And yeah, it was fun to produce that. And you can expect more on that. It definitely has been fun to work on this. So release is next Friday, and we can also do, at some point later, we can do a stream and jump into the nitty-gritty of the tracks and see how that all came together and how that was done, if you're interested in that. So this comes out next Friday, April 30th, on all digital platforms and also on Bandcamp. And at the same day, we will also do a new Listening to Your Tracks stream. So Friday evening next week, I'm going to do the social media announcement as well. So if you're interested in having your tracks featured on the Listening to Your Track stream, make sure to follow the Composing Tutorials Facebook page, because everything will be posted there. That concludes a nice little evening. Thanks everyone for joining in. Rem, of course, you're 2 hours late. You have a very internet where you are right now, so everything is just 2 hours late for you. You know, sweetie, I love you. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I see you on the next stream or next week Friday for the Listening to Your Track streams, or for the premiere of my EP, Skyglow. Looking forward to the release. Thanks for tuning in, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Cheers and bye-bye.